Hey guys, this is Captain Phoenix back in the action, and as you can see on the title, this is just a small look at the project I did for my first university course piece. Now this project was shackets, as this board shows, and shackets, for those who don't know, are basically like your jackets slash coats that you would wear during the summer and winter. They could be multi-used, and were actually military inspired, which was actually gave me inspiration further on, as I'll show. Now, when I had to choose a designer and inspiration, so I had a variety of inspirations from, I decided to look more into the military side of it, since that was its inspiration, and I chose the designer Ruthie Carter, and who's designed all sorts. I mean, she's designed for Black Panther, the new Coming to America, which the second one, and the designs on that were just excellent. Now, seeing the details used, but taking inspiration, using colour ideas, texture ideas, print ideas, I managed to come up with a few of my own designs following through, but also making sure I added my own techniques that I've already learnt to use through college into this piece. And honestly, I found the first 3 weeks, was it 2 weeks, very, very frustrating, because this was a new thing we were doing. I didn't know what to do. We had 8 weeks to get all this done. 8 weeks to get tons of pages done. And honestly, my teacher did say you don't need to worry. Literally, everyone feels this way on the first one. Everyone does. It's natural. And looking at the inspiration I used, I decided to still focus on it. And as you can see on this board, I decided to do, since I like costumes, and I'm in the costume side of my course, to actually develop a character. Now, I only designed the face because really the final design was going to be put on top. I took inspiration from Captain America on the World War II side of it. So I decided to create a character based on the Red Skull, and actually using what was known during World War II by the Nazis when they were doing human experimentation on prisoners and all sorts. And Red Skull experimented on himself with the super soldier serum, as we see, which causes his redness. I did a backstory how she becomes slightly damaged like he does, but not as affected, based on her own experiments with the soldier serum and from the Red Skull's blood. Now, the fabrics I did actually use for this piece were chosen for us, but we had two fabric options. We had the main fabric, which was one or two colours, and then we have a secondary fabric, which we could use from scraps that we were given. So the design shows I chose a beige coloured. Now, the fabric was a denim, but it was a natural made one. So it was natural because our industry is focusing more to go more eco-friendly, which I do agree with, because fashion does cause a lot of environmental impacts, and I can agree with that, which is why I think we do need to start reusing costumes and pieces more often and making more fabrics more recyclable, so we can use them again, so we can use them on other future pieces. And we had to naturally dye, and I did not enjoy it. The red didn't go exactly what I wanted, and the beige colour, as you see, for the body of it was actually supposed to be more brown, but it didn't go. But like I said, didn't go exactly the way I wanted. But my teacher still said it was still really good for a first go. And my secondary piece was more blue denim, but this one was easier to use. Using the pieces as you see, I also added eyelids, and I needed to put lacing on. I didn't need to put the lacings on, but you can't have eyelids unless you have lacing on it. Otherwise, there's no point in putting the eyelets on. And for connecting to my design, I used print work on the shoulders, as you see, and I chose to use the army sergeant, the army symbol. And I printed by literally making that, but then I went over that print with brown paint. And honestly, for a first piece, I think I've done really well on my final thoughts. The piece itself went overall, my teachers agreed it was a really good piece. there are bits that could be improved on if I did develop this piece any further, which I've said myself. But overall, it's actually really good for a first attempt, for a first piece. I literally had my own classmates saying how I managed to finish it a bit earlier, mainly because I have a domestic where I'm staying. I wish I had an overlocker so I could just do more of it at home, but I can't. But they kept asking how I was able to do it really quick, and I just told them I like sewing. I love making stuff. It's what I like to do, and it's what I want to do for a career. And literally, I just handed everything on and went literally just last Wednesday. Was that last Wednesday? Hold on, let me just double check. No, sorry, this Wednesday, because this is going to be sent on Thursday. And I'll probably put down on the messages what I got. I'm hoping to get above a passing grade, obviously, because I mean, I'd be quite sad if I didn't pass. I'd be surprised, because I did put a lot of hard work into making this piece. And I would like to hear your thoughts on this piece. Like, what do you like? What, even on the other designs, like the final 6 I had, which one would you like? And even if you were to make it, what fabrics would you use? Why? And I'm actually looking already at making another piece for myself, going very futuristic, but natural, going as eco-friendly as possible, which has always been my goal for fabrics. Go as eco-friendly as possible. I'm hopefully going to try and go into the loom room so I can make my own fabrics, which would be amazing. So comment down below what you think and your thoughts on the piece again. And until then, this is Captain Phoenix, over and out.